Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing a 50th anniversary Nascar Barbie from 1998. The box also brings a little bit of a history about NASCAR up to the date of 1998 and a lot of information about Barbie being a big NASCAR fan and being a big fan of Kyle Petty, as it had always been her dream to qualify for a race. Then it says, "Jumpstart the dream, start your engines." Barbie is right back on track with an authentic racing uniform completed with the NASCAR 50th anniversary logo and other official sponsors. Making sure her racing helmet is placed over her long honey blonde hair, she lowers her working visor and straps herself into the car for the race of a lifetime. Suddenly the checker flag falls. Barbie has come in first, a true NASCAR winner. It's championship season for Barbie racing. Now that we have read the outside of the box, we can go ahead and get started. I always open my collectibles from the bottom so that way I don't mess up the top lid, just in case I want to rebox them just for display. And I had completely forgotten that they bring this anniversary Barbie certificate. So she has over here her NASCAR one. And once I pull it out of the box, you can see that also brings a couple of other things inside. I love how shiny it is. It's nice and metallic. And in the back, you can see it has a 2-year warranty and also some NASCAR information. And here she is, perfectly staged in her box. Not a single hair out of place. Only a couple of the rubber bands that have broken apart due to deterioration over time. They didn't really leave a mess in her hands or anything like that. They just kind of falling apart. They're easy to clean up, no big deal. She's holding onto her helmet and she's sporting some tiny little blue shoes. I do love that embroidering her chest and the detail on the hat. You don't see many Barbies with fabric caps anymore. Most of them are plastic. And now with that said, let's free her. She honestly has been in box for 24 years. Let's let this lady be free. So we're gonna undo some of those plastic metal straps that have held her in place for so long. And honestly, this is a great way to stage a doll. Look, it's been 24 years. She's still in place. Her helmet hasn't fallen on the ground. Her shoes are not off. Her hat is not off. Everything's nicely placed. She has held up very, very well. Not only was she in display somewhere, but she was also shipped to me. So during all that shipping process, nothing happened. She stayed nicely put. And it is a little bit challenging getting some parts off, mainly the helmet and the head, as she's firmly attached. Her legs are easier to pop off since they were just strapped down by those little metal ones, and so is her arm. But her head is kind of is using one of those like plastic things on it. So we went ahead and cut that open, and she just popped right out. And she also lost a shoe on the process. Her shoes are a little loose fitting. So here's a little bit of the manufacturer's details, just in case you find her in the wild without her uniform or accessories. She's a 1966 body made in Malaysia, while her head, a little bit hard to see, I had to retake a picture, is a 1991 Mattel mold. She does have 2 small earrings on her ears, and she does have 1 hole for her ring in her hand, on her right hand. She usually does have the cap stapled, but if she has been played with and somebody has removed it, you will not see that. I also wanted to give you guys a better look of her hair. I think this lighting was pretty good, but I went ahead and did a couple of shots afterwards once I had changed her clothes. And she does have different tones of blonde and even a little bit of dark brown in her hair. Her hair is about shoulder length, and it does look like a rough trim, but a clean trim. So if you do see her out in the wild, you know that she has that natural hair length. And I put her on the side just real quick so we can inspect the box and try to take out that helmet that's been like very strongly attached there. So here we have Kyle Petty, and he's standing there in the background as Barbie was posing with his vehicle. Under the vehicle there comes a clear stand. I am honestly very happy that they gave us a clear stand. I have been thinking about buying one of these for my doll photography, but they just went ahead and gifted me one, so I'll take it. And it's not one of those stands that cradles between the legs of the Barbies, but rather it is a waist holding stand. So now we're going to go ahead and focus on that helmet, because I do want to get it out to see how it fits on our Barbie. I kind of stopped trying to be gentle with it and I just went ham and cutting it out, but I was still careful. I did not damage the box or the background. So once I removed it, they had a couple of pieces of plastic holding it open. but it's a really nice helmet. It does glide smoothly up and down. It does have less detail than her uniform, but it does have a little Goodyear tire logo on the bottom. I thought that it had brought like a little protective plastic strip on the top. That's what I kept feeling for it, but it really didn't. I thought it did, but it didn't. Inside there's a little bit of information. There's a couple of numbers. It doesn't say Mattel within it. It just has the production line numbers you can see inside. And for her to be able to wear it, we will need to take off her helmet. But I do want you to see that lovely little ring, a nice little detail added to her hand. We mentioned it before, but we had not taken a closer look. Let's just see her little earrings attached there and all the promotional sponsors on her shirt. And you kind of have to play with the helmet if you want her to hold it outside of the box, but she kind of holds it pretty well. That little side arm, that little side bent elbow really does the job, and she can hold it without any rubber bands or any additional support. So she looks amazing. I'm very happy with her design. They also picked such a beautiful makeup for her, like nice golds and ruby red lips. I thought it was stunning. So I went ahead and put together our base and stand to see how I can hold her up. So it's just like a basic plug in, and then it does have a little waist holder. That's an additional attachment that just slide into the base. And once that's all put together, we can go ahead and use it to display our Barbie, or also to hold her while we do a nice lovely photo shoot. I like how firm and sturdy it is. It doesn't really seem to easily go around her waist because of the jacket, so we can even hide it in the back, like underneath her clothes. Because there is a nice little gap, but once you do kind of work with it a little bit, it's able to clamp onto her waist. And with that said, it is time to go ahead and try on her helmet, which slips right on her head. The visor also slides gently over her face, and it doesn't look awkward or unproportional. Thanks again for watching this unboxing of our 50th anniversary Barbie. If you would like to see more videos like this, you can go ahead and subscribe. Our Barbie is now ready for the races. Thanks for sticking around, and see you next time. Bye!